everyone. My name is Maggie, and today I'm happy to welcome you at the second online open lecture. And last time we discussed MarTech as the term, as the concept, and also about what it includes or encompasses, what it is an umbrella term for. But today we're going to cover another very important topic, which comes hand in hand with MarTech as a definition, and it is trends. It is about the MarTech trends in 2024 and any other year. Why I indicated this in the brackets? Because you can certainly Google or use any other search engine to determine what is going to be the numerical trend, for example, about the percentage in terms of the increase or decrease of the use of the particular tool or something else, right? But the interesting thing about MarTech is that you can try to either predict or untangle the trends that you can see as the statistical number or as some conceptual development, or maybe a trend which is based on the quote of someone who knows or owns the company which develops some interesting technology, which is under the interest of marketers. But at the same time, you can certainly take a more comprehensive look at not only when you use the MarTech trends in your Google search, but also or marketing trends or technological trends, right? You can use them all together to try to build your own picture based on your industry, your technology, your product, your market, your country, or your industry, right? So this is something that I would like to cover today, and I invite you to also stay with me for this short online open lecture. And as I mentioned, I'm Mengi. Here you can take a look at different things that I invite you to create. And the short slide about what I do, you can stop and go through it. Or I already introduced myself in the first video, so if you wish to go through it, you can just stop. But I think that it's better for us to just move further to what I'm going to tell you today within this third online lecture. It is about the components. It is about the components that we have which determine MarTech trends as they are. So we have marketing, we have technologies, right? And they are embedded in MarTech as the term. And this is quite obvious, right? At the same time, we also have market trends. So MarTech trends which exist, for example, for the USA market might not really represent the trends on the European Union market or any country of the European Union, because, well, they have different types of market, different types of indeed growth, technological growth within each of the countries. So it's also not at the same level of development in different sense. And when we have these three components, we can determine the MarTech specifically for your case, specifically for a particular year or for the particular industry. And since I personally specialize in B2C, I can, for example, give you an example. For example, give you an example. So let's think about B2C, right? So when we have the marketing trend, the broad marketing trend currently nowadays is about the customer centricity. It is about the intention to bring marketing to the most individual level that the person, right, can benefit from, the customer can benefit from. Or personal recommendations, right? The individual offerings based on the prior experience or prior purchasing habits, right? And what the company can suggest for their further purchase. So, for example, if the system can estimate when let's say a pack of milk is going to end at a house of the person who purchased that, they can also just quickly give them the personal recommendation on that. Or some other things when they can sense that the person, the customer might need the repeated purchase. Or some complementary tools, right? Complementary products, all of that is based on the forecasted purchasing behavior of the customer based on this customer's behavioral patterns, or also based on the behavioral patterns of the customer or the group of the customers, which can be identified within the similar characteristics than the one individual that we're talking about right now. So this is about the marketing trends, which can be obtained both online and offline. At the same time, we have technological trends. And these technological trends, they give us the possibility to use technology, right? It's quite straightforward. And with this use of technology, we can know that the initial intention is to collect it. We can uncover the ethical aspects about data collection and the types of the data collection sources in several other online lectures. But the idea in this is that the technology, especially for marketing, is rooted in the availability of the data and the ways how technology learns. So machine learning, deep learning, all of that is about learning or teaching the system how to learn, the algorithms how to learn. And the market trends are the ones which may not be even determined by the technological or MarTech things. It is about the specificity of the market, the specificity of the customer that represents the particular market. So, for example, the customer, if we take the example of the European Union, which we had in the very beginning, right? We have, for example, the customer in Spain, and we can have a customer that lives in Latvia, for example, and they are different, even though they represent the countries within the European Union, right? And we can also have an absolutely different customer that is in one of the states of the USA, for example. And we can also have the Georgian customer that is also the different types of customer. Even if we step away from the MarTech trends that we have currently. So this means that these three components will help you not only learn about the possibilities of the trends in the longer sense and specifically for your particular decision-making algorithm, let's call it that way if you're a marketer, or if you consider to learn about MarTech in the future, and make it more realistically, these trends realistically applicable to your particular case. These three, and the market trends, by the way, also can be characterized by the legal aspects. The way how restricted the MarTech tools can be in your particular market. With the GDPR, for example, with other cyber pacts which can exist in different markets and different industries, they can also influence the way the MarTech trends, which are published as statistics and some other things, they can certainly be influenced by these three parameters. And the market trend is actually and characteristic is actually very, very important one in this sense. So if we take the MarTech as the big list of what it encompasses, we covered it in the prior online lecture. I just want to have a short reminder for you here. You can just stop and go through it. And with this huge list of what MarTech covers, we can get these three short, but nevertheless quite representing trends which are prominent for the MarTech currently in 2024. And honestly, I don't really think that it's going to get that much different in a broader sense. So what do we have? First, marketers will use more algorithms for marketing decision making. which is quite obvious and straightforward if you ask me. Because with algorithms are just the consequence of the huge accumulation of the data, of customer data. And these accumulated data help the algorithms to improve with the deep learning, with machine learning, with all the additional new types of AI, with like generative AI and all that stuff. They help to improve or facilitate or make marketing decision making much more effective. So this is something that will influence the marketing trend through the technology trend. And marketers will use more customer journey mapping, touchpoint marketing, personas, content, and influencers. As you can see here, we have this huge trend of customer centricity that we have, which is used, which is applied through the customer journey mapping. So what's customer journey mapping? We're going to focus on this very crucial thing for the B2C in further lectures, but nevertheless, this is about how your customer behaves, how your customer moves from the pre-purchase to post-purchase points. And touch points are each a way you touch your customer. Through information, through the offering, through some question, all these points are represented through the touch points. Personas are the ways to see either the category or your customer as the customer is through their needs and through their intentions and behavioral patterns. Content, how you create it, whether you use the Gen AI or you create it yourself, or you use inspiration from somewhere else, but nevertheless do it manually, or some other approach the marketer can use, including the trends on the market, how restricted the generative AI can be for marketing purposes, and influencers. Influencers usually can represent the market. So the specific group of the followers for the influencer knows their followers and how they can position your product, which would be interesting and useful for the followers that you're targeting through the influencers. And the company's structure is changing to become digital and stakeholder oriented. Certainly, we cannot really say no to the digital development. So even if you utilize the social media in marketing operations, it already defines you as the company, that organization that is that has the digital characteristics by nature. So it's important to know what you can use and how you can enhance what you already do through some additional channels and tools, whether it could be the just targeted ads, or you just define the broad department of your organization in the sense how you can either outsource or insource some questions which can be facilitated by currently existing technology. So you can also take a look at the sources. I also copy that. I'll also copy them in the description of this video. And I hope that this video helped you to take a better understanding at how you can not only just Google the MarTech trends in 2024 and see all that, but also learn how to apply these trends to your particular case and what you would like to do in your further professional career, or you as a customer can know what you are influenced through and what you're influenced by. And as you can see here on the QRs, here on my website, also on the QR or the link in the description, you can see the open lectures which I'm going to hold and host, and the dates for them. And MarTalks is open lectures, and MarTalks is the free things which I offer. And MarTalks refer to the online speaking clubs, where we discuss some interesting MarTech topics. And this quite interesting to improve your English if you're a marketer and you want to learn more the terms and some interesting words which will help you to stand out. And also, I've created a very nice MarTech guide which helps everyone who wants to develop in MarTech learn about what's currently there and which routes you can take to dedicate your career to a very, very interesting and rapidly growing trajectory of, of business development in a way, but also personal development. So that was it. Thank you very much again. My name is Maggie, and see you at the following online lectures. So on our holidays, thank you very much. So on our holidays, thank you very much.